All right, children.
There goes the bird. Nice.
Happy
I
ostara.
already see a few eggs. You have? Bubbles! Check! I love these things.
No idea which one's mine.
Which one do you think is yours? Kenzie figured it out very quickly.
What is this?
Yours, buddy.
Too big.
You have a basket too.
He did his basket. Look, Zagreus. He has
My
bath toys.
bath toys.
Zagreus looks soft bunny. Do you like it?
Did he
Oh, he's soft. See?
No.
Soft bunny.
It's like sticky.
Oh, weird.
Kind of feels like Rice Krispies.
Kind of.
Break it up.
The
I think you have to
stickiness?
keep it like. I think it has to stay moist. Oh, and the chicks return for another year.
The chicks are nice.
This is a tradition in our house. We can't not have the chicks. They're so in love with them that they expect them every single year.
Yeah.
I found your purple one, Em.
I love it. It's purple.
Oh, please work.
Eating. Mom, it's eating the wood.
That's funny.
Let's start. I already see so many eggs.
The egg hunt has begun.
Let's collect all of them. Yep, told you there'd be one in plant gray.
No.
There's so
Can we
many.
discuss this ahead of time?
There's one in
I didn't do an incredible job of hiding them last night because there was more than I thought and I ran out of places. So a lot of them are just terribly hidden. Like the important ones.
This is music.
Ah.
I'm just following.
Yeah, follow me.
Oh, there's one right here.
Oh, look at that.
In your
Sam, did you lay all these eggs
Oh,
in
yeah.
the
I see.
I think he did.
Yeah, he's a
Yep.
bird. He laid eggs.
He's been busy.
Yeah. He's a bird this morning, haven't you?
If there's two in a spot, you should probably grab one and leave the other one for the other kid.
Nope.
Don't you think?
No, just
Nope.
fucking go.
Jeez. You guys split them up anyway after.
Fine.
Grace
Go
is
hard.
checking all the shoes. Oh, and my gardening clogs! How appropriate for spring.
Go get your golden one.
It's the robe and the mustache for me.
Oh yeah? Am I just killing it?
Yeah.
70s porn star vibes?
Yeah, very much so. I like it. Okay, they're looking for the golden eggs. The prized eggs at the end of the hunt. They've walked past them about 15 times and they have a hint. Sorry, the kettle's on. What's your hint?
Zagreus.
Zagreus is the hint. Who shall find them? Like I said, you've overlooked it.
You're like overthinking it.
Yeah,
Oh, I did it over, so it's like.
not necessarily. That was not a hint. That was not wordplay.
Colder.
Yeah, you're cool right now.
Cold.
Closer you are to the baby, the colder you are. But it has something to do with Zagreus, Grayson.
Oh, I thought this was.
That's a Christmas ball. Grayson, you're pretty cold over there.
What am I now?
Warmer but still cold.
Warmer but still cool.
Kenzie's pretty hot.
Yeah. Whoa, pretty warm.
What's Zagreus make her?
Finally!
Finally!
Jeez!
You walked by it so many times.
Wasn't even that hard.
Oh,
See, you guys overlooked it so many times. You saw, okay, it's empty, and you walked by.
Oh, did you?
Sleeping baby. Hot tea. Sitting down this afternoon. Hi, you guys. It has been a hot minute since I last filmed. Like, quite a long time. I know we were just doing Easter stuff, and for the rest of the world, it's about to be Easter. But we actually celebrate Ostara on the spring equinox. That's when we do our baskets and egg hunts and everything like that in our meal. But I figured I could get it out this week because it's Easter for the rest of the world and it will make sense. Hi, you guys. I have so much to catch you up on. so much. So I just wanted to sit down and have a little chat with you guys. I'm sorry I've been absent from this space. First of all, we have been going through like that 3-month kind of sleep regression situation, so I've pretty much just been in like helping baby do his thing and work it out. And today, for the first day, I feel like we might be back on track. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but he was back to his regular nap this morning, exact same time, and he's down for his second normal nap. First time in like a good week at least. So I'm a hot mess. I desperately need to get my hair trimmed, like my bangs trimmed. I actually had an appointment this week but had to cancel it because Cody was supposed to be off and then had to go into work last minute. Such is life with his job. So eventually I'll get this sorted out. I'm also in my glasses, which is really bothering me because I made a really stupid mistake. I ran out of contacts and I thought I could just go get more, but apparently I had to redo my eye appointment because you have to do it every 2 years. I thought it was every 3 years, so I didn't realize that I was due for another eye appointment, and they're not allowed to give me any more contacts until I've had that eye appointment. So my eye appointment isn't for another 2 weeks by the time it worked for my schedule and they could get me in. So I should be back to contacts by the end of this month, which normally wouldn't bother me, but like with the bangs, I'm not loving glasses, and also with a baby, he's touching my face all the time. So it's really annoying to have glasses on. So anyway, first world problems, it's okay. I just went on a glasses rant. But I'm feeling really good. Like I just needed to take a break and focus on the kids and everything because we just haven't been, it's not that we haven't been sleeping. He still sleeps really great at night. It's just we haven't been doing nap time. So I've been like, my body has been aching. You know that feeling when like you're just carrying around a baby all day in your arms because they don't want to be put down. He's teething, which is the earliest I've ever had a baby teeth. So it's just been like, okay, prioritize things. And unfortunately, YouTube just didn't make the cut the past 2 weeks. So sorry, you guys, but I'm back for a moment. I figured I could get a video out because I have like 2 videos where I filmed a third of a video and then just don't have anything else. I'm like, okay, I need to finish these videos. I have some news for you guys. We might as well just jump right into that so I don't ramble too long about random things. If you follow me on Instagram, then you have heard the news that I am releasing a podcast. I'm so excited. I've talked to you guys about the fact that my dear sweet friend and I really want to start a podcast together. She's a midwife. And we still plan to do that, but we have to work out a lot of the details with our schedules and how we want to go about it. But I also had said that I wanted to maybe start one as well. I felt like it was time, something I really wanted to do. And then honestly, I was pretty intimidated by the whole like podcasting behind the scenes, like the editing. Like you guys know, I do all of my own editing. I do all of I do everything. The thumbnails, the editing, the filming, all of the things. I don't have anybody helping me. A lot of people either have like their husbands or an actual editor doing their editing for them. As a lot of like women who are on YouTube. I do not have that. So the idea of like starting a new to me software with like audio editing and things like that, it was pretty intimidating. And the whole like RSS feed thing, it was just a lot to like sort of work out. And then something happened. Somebody I follow that I really enjoy, I've followed for years, I would say like a medium-sized YouTuber, started a podcast, but just started it on YouTube. It's on no other streaming services. It's not on like iTunes, it's not on Apple, it's not on Spotify, it's not on those typical podcast platforms. She just started it on YouTube and it's doing great. And I was like, wait, you can do that? And then YouTube went ahead and added a podcast feature to YouTube on the so you could click on somebody's channel and click podcasts and you can see all of their podcasts. So I was like, is this a sign? I don't know, but I'm gonna go with it. And I was like, it didn't even occur to me that I could just start a YouTube show, podcast/YouTube show that people could just listen to, but also there was video because I was going to be filming video for the podcast anyway. I wanted to also release it on YouTube because why not? I don't know why I didn't think of it, but I was like stressing about learning this new stuff to edit a podcast and everything, and because it is different behind the scenes to do. And then I was like, wait, I can do that. She's doing this. I could just do that. And so here we are. I'm launching my own podcast and I'm really excited about it. So I haven't announced very much. I kind of like teased my Instagram community was super involved in creating the name for the podcast. So I basically let the internet name the podcast, which was super fun. I had a bunch of ideas come in, and then I threw in a couple of my own ideas, and then I let everybody vote on them, and we did like a process where we voted them down until there was just 3, and then the winner won. And then I released like the logo, I guess, whatever, that I made for the podcast, which is super exciting. So my podcast name is So Your Mom's a Hippie. It's so much fun. I love it. It's gonna be a place where I can talk to you myself and we can get a lot deeper. I'm both excited and a little nervous because podcasting is so raw. There's not a lot of editing like there is in YouTube videos, and it's gonna be a place where like I kind of have the platform to speak my mind and share my thoughts and opinions and actually just like show up as my whole self, which I feel like you can't really do in the YouTube space when you're just vlogging. So I'm both excited for that because I want to have a lot of like authentic conversations. You guys are going to get to know me in a way that maybe you didn't know before because I'm going to be able to speak on topics. And you're going to kind of get to know where my values and core stuff lies, where I feel like I'm pretty transparent on the internet anyway, but I feel like podcasting just makes you go a little bit deeper in that. So that makes me a little bit nervous because I'm like, but this is the year where I'm like, do you know what? I just need to be myself. I need to put myself right out there, and there's gonna be some people that don't agree with me or don't like it because I'm saying this or that, and that's gotta be okay with me because I'm just so sick of living my life in a way that it's just, I'm sick of curating my life for other people, and I just want to, without being rude or anything, I just want to be myself and like say what I want to say and have that be okay. Does that make sense? So anyway, I'm excited about that, but it is a little bit nerve-wracking, but it's mostly good. So I'm excited to start talking to you guys about lots of different topics and ideas. If you guys have anything you want me to chat about, put it in the comments below. I will add it to my list. I have a launch date. I just haven't announced it yet. So, but here in this space, if you're actually like made it through all this talking, and then you guys know I like to release little details in these big long talky vlogs because the OGs, the one who watch my videos through, you're the ones that get the tidbits of information early. So I'm gonna be releasing this podcast on Mother's Day. I'm really excited. I thought that was fitting for like a mom kind of podcast, and it's coming out, but it gives me enough time to film and edit a few episodes first so that I want to be really consistent with this podcast and have it go up every single week. It's going to go up on Wednesdays, I believe. So I want to kind of get ahead of it, and so that I'm, even if I have like a week like this where the baby's not sleeping and I really don't have time for anything else, there will still be episodes out and I won't be behind on my work. So that's the plan. I'm so excited. It's also going to be like, it's kind of nice for me. It's going to give me a little bit of a break with constantly filming things right now. I'm still going to be filming and releasing a vlog, but it's just like a little less pressure on my end because I just know there's that consistent video going out every single week. So I'm excited to talk to you guys about a bunch of stuff. I want to have some people on my podcast, which is really exciting, like people in my life that I really value their conversations. I would love to, obviously you guys love when Cody and I sit down and chat, so there's going to be some videos where Cody can sit down with me. I'm super stoked. So if you have any specific like things you want to hear us chat about, then let me know down below. I would also love to do an episode with Mackenzie. You guys don't get to see my kids very often, and that's very purposeful. Even though I vlog, I do, like, you guys obviously see them here and there, but like I don't make my YouTube channel or my social media or anything about my kids because I protect and respect their privacy. We have a lot of conversations around social media, and even me sharing, like nothing gets shared, especially if my big kids, obviously Zach doesn't have a say right now because he can't talk. Nothing gets shared with my big kids without their permission. Like I always ask first. But I would love to sit down and do an episode with Mackenzie because she's turning 13 this year. I'm about to have a teenager. It's a really big thing for us, and I would love to just like maybe do a Q&A with her where I let my Instagram ask a bunch of questions for her or us and just like have a really good mother-daughter chat. I feel like that would be really fun. There's a couple friends I want to have on. I'm so excited. Maybe I can figure out a way to like call people in if I want to do kind of a distance thing, but it gets messy because the audio kind of breaks up when you're doing like FaceTime videos or something like that. It's not always fun to listen to. I don't know, it's just like a big new thing, and I'm really excited. This year was kind of a year for me to shake things up in my life. You know, I started a women's circle, which is super out of my comfort zone. I've been working a lot behind the scenes. I've started my birth work way earlier than I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to have babies and let them grow up and then I would go into birth work, but I've actually gone into birth work this year. I'm really excited about that and start talking more about birth bits and stuff. So a podcast just made sense because I feel like I've got so much going on that like don't really make sense to talk about in videos, but in a podcast setting, I feel like I have a lot to say and it would be fun. I hope you're excited about that news, as excited as I am. It's really fun and just excited to see where it goes. If it doesn't go anywhere, it's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. I don't know if I'm going to move it onto platforms later, which is why I'm just going to start on YouTube, because at least I can like just get into it and get it started, because I can always move the podcasts onto things like Apple and Spotify and stuff like that later. Yeah, I'm about to get started filming my first few episodes, so if you have any ideas about like what you would really like to hear, or topics you want me to kind of discuss, then let me know. I'm more than happy to add those to my list. What else do I want to talk to you guys about? Goodness, I've got so much going on in my personal life and it's so wonderful. Like it's just very full, very cup runneth over. Like I know I spent the beginning of this video being like, he's not sleeping, but it's not like a negative thing. I'm just enjoying all the parts, even like I'm tired. And yeah, it's been like my freaking shoulders have been like, oh, I could use a massage. But I'm having so much fun. Like I've never been happier than raising my babies and adding Zag to the family. I'm just so grateful and so excited for our future. And there's just a lot of goodness. Like I started that women's circle this year. I started it right at the beginning of the year, and we've had a few circles now, and it's good. I just want to talk about circling. It's such a beautiful gift. But because of that, I've been naturally, what has happened is I've been much more intentional about my friendships, and so I've been having like a lot more visits with my friends, and so squeezing that into, it's just a full busyness. It's just lovely. We're starting our homeschool meetups back up, kind of taking the homeschool group that I run with a couple other moms in the community now. I've brought on some other moms to help me out, and I just want it to be this big, beautiful, like collaborative community service to the community and the homeschool community here. So I've got some like really fun ideas. I would like to take the group in a different direction a little bit, but our meetups start again here. So we're back to our homeschool field trips and meetups. We have our end of year field trip with our homeschool community, and that's really exciting coming up. Got little play dates with Zag and friends, and it's just a beautiful time. Like spring has sprung. I'm getting ready to put the garden in. Also, I dyed my hair. I know you can't really tell, maybe. I hennaed my hair again for the first time in a couple years. I decided that I wanted to go back to my redhead self. I have to dye it again because it did a good job like coating it, but it needs another one, like another oomph to go red. If you don't know, if you're new in the past like 2.5, 3 years, I've been a redhead for like my entire adult life almost, and it just feels like me, and I missed it. Cody made a really brief passing comment that he was like, oh yeah, like we were talking, and he's like, oh yeah, I kind of miss your red hair. That was nice. And it just like stuck a little nugget, and then I was thinking about it, and I was showering, and I was thinking about it, and I was doing this, and I was thinking about it, and then I was like, do I want to do this again? And then I talked to Cody, because really he's my hairdresser. He's the one that does it, because Henna's very messy. And he was like, let's do it. Let's go back to red. So I think I needed that break to really embrace my grays, and really let myself kind of go gray and not have any self-conscious stuff with going gray left before I ever touched my hair again. So I'm really excited to like go back to my red self. It's very much just kind of like auburn brown right now. So we got to get it back to its glory days of being nice bright red in the sun. So I'm really excited about that. I'm so messy. I just slopped my tea all over myself. Also, I feel like I'm like always covered in baby puke right now. It just is what it is. I just keep saying it's a season. It's fine. I'm just so grateful. I can't even explain how grateful I am to be back in this season. So like even like the hard days where it's like we're not getting a lot of sleep and I'm covered in vomit and I look like this, I'm just so happy. Like I'm so happy. I can't even explain it. Like I'm just so grateful to be here, because I remember last year, well now 1 year ago, oh my goodness, what day is it today? I think it might be like 1 year ago tomorrow I found out I was pregnant. How crazy is that? What a difference a year can make. Oh my goodness, I just think about that and it's like, oh. Anyway, you guys, I think I've info dumped a lot on you. I think I'm gonna leave it here and just end this vlog. I hope you have a beautiful weekend celebrating Easter, if that's what you guys do where you are. If not, I hope you have a beautiful weekend. It's supposed to be so warm and sunny here. I'm super stoked to just enjoy that. I will probably see you either on the weekend or just after the long weekend here. We have a 4-day weekend, so I'm gonna enjoy that with my family. Not that we have the entire thing off, of course, but we are just gonna enjoy as much of that as we can. And I'm gonna touch base with you guys again next week. I have a video I want to show you. We hosted a blessing way, our first blessing way of our women's circle group. We have a few pregnant moms, and like there's a few of us that are, because the women's circle is quite large. There's a good chunk of people that are done having babies. Then there's a bunch of people that are just starting to have babies or like right in the middle of their baby making. And there's like, I think one other mom only that's like me who has kind of restarted having babies. And it's just such a beautiful thing. So we hosted our first blessing way, and it was just a small and intimate one, and it was so beautiful. And I filmed like a couple clips from it. Not from it, but like getting ready, and I want to talk about that and share that with you guys a little bit. So I think that's going to be the next video, and then I'll kind of get back to vlogging. I'll film a video over the weekend, and I'll see you soon. So thank you so much for listening and sitting down. If you guys have any suggestions or anything you would really love to listen to for the podcast, please post it down below. Let me know if you're excited, because I'm really excited. Again, I'm a little bit nervous just because I know when you show up as your whole self and people actually hear all of your thoughts about topics and ideas, like I might destroy the idea somebody had in their head about me, but I'm ready for that, if that makes sense. Like that makes me a little bit nervous, because I'm like, you know, it's just like human nature to want to be accepted, but at the same time, I'm just really excited to show up as my whole self and just talk without holding back and without censoring myself, really. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be good for me, and I hope it's good for you guys too. But yeah, we'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a very gentle, wonderful week ahead, and go easy on yourselves, moms. Bye.